Hi, I'm Suzanne Madsen, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the power of feedback. Why do we not ask for feedback? Why do we not give feedback? Why should we be doing it? And I'm of course, as always, going to encourage you to implement these things. So first of all, on the topic of giving feedback to your team members, why is it so important? Well, your team members need to understand what they're doing well and what they're not doing so well in order to generally improve. They need to do more of what they're doing really well and need to stop doing the things that they're not doing so well, or at least improve on them. And often we shy away from giving, especially what we refer to as negative feedback. It might not be so pleasant to tell people what they can improve on. But we need to think about this in a different way. We need to come from it at a different angle. This is not about lecturing people. It's certainly not about putting people down. It's about opening up and being completely honest with your team members about the things that they can improve so that they generally can contribute better to the project, so that they generally can get ahead in their own careers. And that's where you need to come from when you give feedback. Tell people that you're doing this in order for them to improve. This is not about you having to put anyone down. And when you come to giving what we call negative feedback, be very specific about the behaviors that you feel ought to be improved. Give examples and give feedback as close to the event as possible. There is no point giving feedback on something that happened weeks or months ago. And also remember that this is a two-way process. Give your feedback and then generally pause and listen to what the team member has to say to you as well. Now, on the topic of yourself, I also want you to ask for feedback. Maybe your boss isn't so good at giving you feedback on a regular basis, but that shouldn't prevent you from asking for feedback. There are 3 things I encourage you to ask. What should I stop doing? What should I start doing? And what should I continue to do? You should ask this of your peers, your bosses, and very close stakeholders whose opinion you generally value and trust. There is no point asking for feedback if you don't value people's opinion. So that's really what I encourage you to do. Ask for feedback. Ask what you can stop doing, start doing, and what you should continue to do. Again, we often shy away from doing it. What are people going to think about us? What are they going to tell us? But at the end of the day, it's much better that you know what people want you to improve rather than not knowing it. When you know it, you have a chance to improve. Asking for feedback could actually be one of the most important steps you take in your career to being a better project manager or a manager in general. But feedback isn't just negative, absolutely not. When you ask for feedback, you are likely to be told certain things you do really well which you didn't expect, and that could give you a big boost. In similar fashion, when you give feedback to your own team members, don't just focus on the things you feel they could improve. Also, say thank you when things go really well and tell them that your stakeholder was really pleased with a certain contribution they did to the project. Positive feedback as well as negative feedback can be a big performance enhancer. So definitely look at yourself. How good are you at giving feedback? How good are you at asking for feedback? And what can you generally do to improve in this area? Good luck.